Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This time around, I have two packages from some really awesome YouTubers that have became pretty good friends within the last couple months here on YouTube. The first package was a trade package with my good buddy juliette-juliette-IndiaMobile, Jake. Excellent channel. If you guys haven't checked him out, definitely go to his channel and check him out. Does awesome pickups, unboxings from those subscription boxes, awesome collection videos, just a really good channel and things that I like to watch, so maybe you will too. But it was a trade package that we did for an item that I sent him, and this is what he sent me. The first one, I know that a lot of you guys had got this in, I don't remember if it was retro, or if it's the Game Treasure box, or if it was from, what's the other one? Video Games Monthly. But I know some of you guys had actually picked this up, and unfortunately, you know, juliette-juliette-IndiaMobile had got several of these from the same company, unfortunately, and he was reaching out, and I said, yeah, I would love one of those, so we made a deal on it, and that game is Coasterworks. I know it's not the greatest game on the planet, or like the most valuable, but I didn't have it, and it is sealed, guys, so that's really sweet. But I love these kind of Sims games, you know, like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Sim Theme Park, stuff like that. Love those kind of games. And here it kind of looks like you build your own track, and then, you know, you can test it out and all that, which is really cool. So another one I didn't have and I wanted, because you guys know I love my Dreamcast and I love Sega. And the other one was actually a surprise to get, because I just said, you know, I'll trade you game for game. In the game I sent him, I knew it was worth a little bit, but I didn't really care about the value trade to trade. I just wanted to help out a friend, you know, give him something good for something that I wanted. So he reached out and said, you know, I just kind of want to make it fair, you know, I don't know if he didn't feel right, which it wasn't a problem, you know, I didn't have an issue with it. He said, to make it right, you know, why don't you pick one of these other two games to add to it so it's more of a fair deal? I was like, you know, I wasn't worried about it, but sure. And the game that I picked out of the two was Twinbee, the Japanese version for the Sega Saturn. If you guys know me, you know I love shmups. I might not be the best at them, but I absolutely love them. And Twinbee, you know, is a cute 'em up where you're going north and south, or you're going up, you know, it's scrolling up, and you're just shooting the crap out of things. And I know there's a backstory behind it and all that too, while you're playing, but it's just a really awesome scrolling shooter, and I'm happy to have it on the Saturn. You don't have to worry about it being in Japanese, because games like this, you're not really reading text. The game, you can still play them, it's fantastic. And I'm pretty sure you could probably patch this too for English, so it wouldn't even matter. So thanks again, juliette-juliette-IndiaMobile. That was really freaking awesome. I really appreciate it, my friend. The next package that I got was from my good buddy over at GameCube Galaxy. He has become a really good friend of mine. I talk to him all the time on Twitter, almost daily. We, you know, hit it off pretty good. So I want to thank you for the friendship, my friend. Awesome channel though. Go ahead and down below and check out his channel. The channel is mostly focused around the GameCube aspect, because he loves the GameCube and he's going for a full set. I know he does all kinds of awesome, amazing, in-depth reviews for all kinds of GameCube games. So definitely give his channel some love. So basically, the deal with me and him was I had some random GameCube games, you know, just collecting dust, you know, because I'm not really collecting for the GameCube anymore, you know, a couple of the exclusives, whatever, that I like to play. But all these other ones were just kind of sitting around, not, you know, being used. So I said, you know, could you use these, you know? And he said, yeah, sure. Do you want anything? I was like, no, you know, I'm not asking for anything, you know, I'm just helping a brother out. If I have something that I know that you'll use and I'm not, you know, it's yours. You know, no questions asked. So a couple days later, he sent me a message. He's like, well, tell you what do you collect for? And I was like, well, why? He said, because, you know, I might have some items. And I was like, you don't have to send me anything. And he insisted. So, you know, I said, you know, pretty much all the generations of Xbox I collect for. You know, obviously all Sega systems, the Wii U, the Switch, you know, general things that I play and I collect for. And he said, cool. So lo and behold, about a week or so, maybe a couple days later, I get this package in the mail, and this is what he had sent me. The first game I actually didn't have on the original Xbox. I think I do have the first game, if I remember. I'd have to check. But that is Serious Sam 2, which is amazing. I remember playing these when I was younger, probably about early teens. And they're just like over the top, you know, like shooters, kind of puts you in the mind of like maybe a precursor, not the same story, but a precursor to like Borderlands, stuff like that. But really good game. So thank you again. The next game I actually was excited to get because I had played this, but I don't think I own it on, I may have it, I'm not exactly sure. I don't think I have this though. I know I don't have it on 360, but I played it on Wii U, I think, back in the day when it first came out. Back in the day, hasn't been that long, maybe a few years. But anyway, and that is Sonic All-Stars Racing Transform. Obviously, it's got the Sega seal. You know I'm gonna love it. But what's really cool about this is you can play as Danica Patrick and Wreck-It Ralph. I believe they're unlockable characters, so that's really sweet. The next game here was really cool. I have recently fell in love with the Switch, and adding any games at any point in time that I don't have is really awesome. And that one is, the one that he sent me was, I don't want to butcher it, Soldam Drop Connect Erase. It basically kind of looks like Magical Drop, or you know, like the shoot marbles match 3 type games. But yeah, looked pretty stellar, so we're willing to give it a try, and that's awesome. Love puzzle games, actually. The last two here, I was really excited to see, because the one game I have had my eyeballs on for a while, and I've seen other friends pick it up and stuff, and I saw some gameplay or whatever, and I always wanted to play it, and that is Helldivers. It kind of reminds me of like an action RPG, like Diablo / Torchlight type games, but with guns. So kind of like in the same dwell. I know there was a Tomb Raider game, like I think it was Osiris, something Osiris. It was kind of like this, if I remember. I know I played it, it's been a while. But that's really freaking awesome. I think you know that I like these GameCube Galaxy, so I think that's why you had sent us, so that's really stellar. I appreciate that. But the last game here, I think was kind of like a ploy, because I saw somebody else and maybe a couple other people were getting this, and he had said about how we need to do some co-op on one of these games. And I think that game is the Strange Brigade that he was talking about. And it says, a rip-roaring adventure, blast your way through a thrilling campaign set in 1930s Egypt, full of terrifying traps, malevolent monsters, and puzzling predicaments. So I'm not exactly sure what to expect. Treacherous traps and puzzles. There's a 1 to 4 player campaign, horde and score mode attack modes. So, yeah, just kind of, I'm not sure what to expect, but we'll definitely check that out. And we'll definitely have to do some co-op. That'd be awesome. But thank you again to you guys for sending me these awesome packages. They're absolutely stellar. Some really amazing games to add to the collection. And the most important part is I have pieces in my collection that came from people that I really respect a lot. So that does my heart really well. And also thank you to all of you that have been watching. I am climbing on my way to 300 subscribers, so that's awesome. When I do hit 300, I'm going to be doing a 300 subscriber contest, and it's going to be even bigger than my initial 100. I think what I do 50 or 100, but anyway, it's going to be even bigger than that. It's going to be a really awesome contest. So tell your friends, tell your loved ones, tell your mailman, tell your milkman, whoever you need to tell about the channel and stuff. So let's get to that 300. But I really appreciate everybody thus far that has been watching and commenting and interacting. That's the most important part to me, is I'm building a community and you guys are awesome, and I talk to a lot of you daily, and I try to respond and interact with all 240, 50, wherever I'm sitting at right now. I try to make sure that I'm talking to every single one of you guys and watch your videos, because I like to give back as well. So it's muchly appreciated, and I love you all as well. But I'm Scott from Sega Blocks. Stay awesome.